still have Project Celeste. Yes. Still have Project Celeste. Alright. We are live. Let me know if everything's good in terms of sound and whatnot. I think these players are ready, so... Alright, so we're getting into game 2 here. Carnage versus Greeky. This is the Cup of Beer tournament number 4. Organized by Lacombe. I think that's how you pronounce the name. So thanks very much to Lacombe for organizing this tournament. It's just kind of a pickup tournament, if you will. So we're about to get right into the action here. I was barely able to get the overlay for a cup of beer for the waiting screen, but I do not yet have everything set up in every other screen, so apologies for that. And it looks kind of bad. I literally just threw it together in 2 seconds, so kind of not super prepared, so that's on me. I apologize about that, but hey, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the first streamed game of this Cup of Beer tournament number 4, so
Ahura Mas,
pretty
the
excited
bless.
about that. And if I had there we go, Verhoover, thanks for the follow, my dude, on Project Celeste official channel. Big shout out to Verhoover. That also means I assume Verhoover might be ready to play Erie. Yeah, Greeky. Alright, so we're waiting on the game to start. I'm going to... please let me know if you're in stream real quick. Let me know if the volume is okay, and all that good stuff. Oh, what the fudge? Alright, well, I'm waiting on them to figure that stuff out. Come over here. Sound is strange. Sounds like a robot. Really? How's that? That's all, just my voice? Excellent. Okay, cool. Oh, fudge. Oh my god. Dude. These numbers are impossible, dude. Alright. Madlib, yes, I did just wake up from a nap. My sleep schedule has been really freaking weird the past few days. Oh gosh. Yes, indeed. The voice of a sleeping man, indeed. I actually woke up from my nap, and I thought I heard someone in my apartment. Like, my roommate's not here right now, and I thought I heard someone in my apartment. And so, you wait to hear if you hear another noise, like hear someone moving around. And I thought I did hear a footstep. And so I immediately jumped out of my bed, ran into the hallway. Foolishly left my pistol on my table, but nevertheless, there was no one. It was a ghost. Alright, equal footing. Yeah, please not now. There we go. We're connected. We're rolling. Oh. Okay. So we've got game number 2. Greeky versus Carnage. And someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first streamed match of the Cup of Beer tournament. So officially, excuse me, officially starting the Cup of Beer tournament, folks. The finals, or the final 8, I should say, is going to start on December 14th. That's going to be like the final 8. So, your top tier players. And then whoever wins these first matches is going to go into the top 8, which is going to be on December 14th. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But right now we're playing kind of the first round. So I believe it was a random seed, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of a random seeded matchup there, or matchups there for round 1. So we've got Greeky versus Carnage. Carnage won game number 1 off stream, but we are in game number 2 of a best of 3. We've got the blue Greeks of the Greeky. Big surprise there, right? Versus the red Egyptians of Carnage. Both players kind of got a standard opening here. Carnage on his hunt and his tree line as well. Barracks coming down for Carnage now, but Barracks was up a little bit earlier for Greeky, so we'll see if he's able to parlay that into an early game advantage here. He is just now getting a storehouse down on his woodline. So Carnage electing to go for the early woodline storehouse versus Greeky chose to go for the barracks first and then the storehouse. So we'll see how that does for us. Carnage tends to be a very kind of all over the map kind of player. Carnage likes to get his raiding in. He likes to harass his opponent into submission. Whereas Greeky is pretty straightforward. He likes to amass his army, get that Greek army up, especially that Greek H3, H4 army, and make a big push here. And Greeky has practiced a lot against Carnage, so who knows? We'll see if Greeky can maybe pull a fast one on him. But Carnage is ready. He's got a scout here in the line of these Greek spearmen, so he is going to be ready for this. He's got the Priestess of Ra pulled off the town center, in addition to a couple spearmen streaming out now. Greeky doesn't quite have the numbers, so it looks like Carnage is going to be able to defend this. And yeah, Carnage getting his barracks up in just enough time such that Greeky is not able to get much done here. So we'll see if these players can do anything in this little skirmish here. Greek spearmen are a little bit better than Egyptian spearmen. 230 health, 11 DPS to the 160 health and only 10 DPS. 3.5 speed versus 6. Oh, sorry, that was a snared one. So, yeah, same on speed. So, yeah, the Greek spearman is a little bit better here. But Carnage does have the home field advantage in addition to this healing priestess. Greeky doing a nice job of pulling off his injured spearman here. So nothing much there from that skirmish. Let's check in at the home base of Greeky. Greeky is gathering from stone. So preparing for his second town center. He is headed to H2. And yeah, Carnage is now also headed to H2 with this Temple of Ra. For any players new to Age of Empires Online, the Egyptians have to age up by building temples each age. So this Temple of Ra is that first H2 temple. Carnage building a nice little wall with his houses here, as is Greeky. Both players defending their wood lines there. Greeky trying to maneuver for position here. He does have one small little choke point, one little opening here on the western side of Carnage's base. A fairly larger opening on the eastern side. Whereas Greeky has his... he's got a wider front door here. As you can see, he's got a very wide front door on the western edge, but I guess the trade-off is that it looks like this choke point is not passable, or rather this tree line here on the backside is not passable. Does have an opening here. So, yeah, a bit of a trade-off there. Might see some walls coming down from Carnage maybe here. Definitely going to be here, no doubt. But we'll see. Carnage is now in H2, second town center coming down in the front of his base here. So quite a defensive town center for Carnage. Meanwhile, Greeky going for a little bit further of a town center, but from his original, that is. But it's also fairly, excuse me, fairly defensive. It is in the back of his base, so hopefully, or you know, it looks like he's probably anticipating some raiding from Carnage, and hopefully that is able to protect him from some raids. Although Greeky is a little bit in his head, I think, because he knows better than this. He needs to leave more space between his mine and his resource gathering point. So, Greeky, when you watch this VOD later, you know what you did. Okay. In all seriousness, here comes Carnage with his group of spearmen and now some axemen on the field. So Carnage is ready to make some trouble, and two quick spearmen go down. So nice micro there from Carnage to go after those low health spearmen. A couple Hippaspis on the field now for Greeky, so he has some anti-infantry in addition to Carnage's anti-infantry and the axemen. I don't know that Greeky is going to be able to do anything here, though. Carnage does have the numbers, so Greeky smartly falling back. But again, Carnage, excellent micro, getting those low health units. Greeky very bravely still gathering from these hunts, but it looks like he will have to retreat here shortly. Greeky needs to get this low health spearman. Got him. Alright, Greeky with the home field advantage may be able to pull this into his favor. Both scouts kind of inactive on the field here, but Carnage very quickly booming into this H2. He's got his stables down. These camels are going to be so huge. 11 speed, 15 DPS, 400 health. Critical to the Egyptian unit composition, especially in H2. And Carnage is going to be able to do a ton of raiding with these camels, so Greeky's going to need to be able to respond to this. He's coming down with an archer range, but no other military facility yet, whereas Carnage already has another stables and another barracks up. Sorry, excuse me, two stables. So, yeah, this is... Greeky's a little behind here. He needs to try to play some catch-up. He is throwing down his stables. Archer range will be done soon, but look at this. These Hippaspis are going to have a tough time dealing with these camels. You know, with the numbers, they're able to run that camel away, but look at the speed differential. Carnage is just going to have such a significant advantage with these speedy camels. Welcome everyone to the game. We're up to 13 viewers. Thanks for checking it out. Appreciate everyone joining. Invite your friends. If anyone hasn't already, throw that link in the Discord so that our folks can get up in here and check this out. And Erie, let me know if you and Verhoover are going to play after this. Oh, Verhoover says, not today, doing PvP all day long, tired. Well, that's unfortunate. If anyone else is in the tournament and wants to play, I have a very limited window. I need to go see my great-grandmother today. So I've got a window of about, a couple hours or so. Or probably less. So let me know if anyone can play. I'll stream it real quick. Wow, thanks for joining, my friend. So Carnage now getting a Priestess of Ra into this army. So again, Carnage is going to have a significant advantage here in terms of not only numbers, but also this healing and these camels. I need to see either a fast age 3 from Greeky so that he can get out these Padromos. These Padromos are really going to be the only thing that can deal with the camels, at least in a raiding situation, due to the speed. So I'd really like to see Greeky try to get into age 3. Yep, there he is. He's already gone to age 3. Didn't even see that. So, yeah, I think that's probably going to be Greeky's best bet here, honestly. But he does, in the meantime, at least need to get out some spearmen. And he is getting some spearmen out, so that's good. Not enough, though. He did do a great job of finding those camels before they were able to do any massive amount of damage. But it looks like Greeky's also maybe going for a heavy Toxotes composition here, which, if he's able to protect the Toxotes, I guess that could be advantageous for him if he's able to get a critical mass, especially given the fact that Carnage has not yet produced any slingers, and why would he at this point? He is going age 3 as well, though, so Carnage also meeting the age 3 of Greeky. So Greeky, again, he's just trying to play catch-up here. Here comes another raid from Carnage. And Carnage is going to find a lot of vulnerable buildings here in the back. This town center is going to be able to provide a little bit of cover fire, but not much. Oh, bad timing there for Greeky. I hope he sees this and cancels this. He needs to cancel this. Oh, goodness. That's not going to be good if Carnage sees that. So a lot of villagers damaged here. Greeky needs to get his units back here. Where's his army? Here it comes. But these camels are going to leave, and they're going to find this town center. Oh, no, Greeky. Oh, this could be devastating. This could be game right here. Greeky, oh, too little, too late, my friend. You needed to cancel that early on. Spearmen are here, but I don't think they're going to be able to save that town center. So down goes Greeky's third town center. He is going to throw it right back in the exact same spot. He is investing heavily into the defense of the back of his base here to protect against the raiding. I don't know, that's going to help him for the next maybe, well, I guess it is going to help him for the next little bit to defend this tree line, which I guess is intelligent of him. He realizes that he needs to get back in this game. In the long term, in the very long game, into age 4 and a 20, 30-minute age 4 game, this town center would end up not being advantageous. I guess it does protect this gold mine, but ultimately Greeky's just trying to play for this middle game here and play some catch-up. Which, again, Greeky understands that he is a little bit outmatched, outclassed in this matchup, which is okay. You got to know your limitations. For instance, me, I know my limitations are that I absolutely blow at this game. No, I'm kidding. Only a little bit, though. I really do suck pretty bad, but Greeky is much better than me, so he understands that he's not quite on Carnage's level, so he's trying to do everything he can to stay in this game. Carnage's third town center is a little bit more distant than his second. He's trying to establish some map control, which he does have significant map control with these watch posts. He's got a lot of visibility all across the map here. I do like to see this from Greeky, some Padromos on the field now. So those Padromos are going to be able to go toe-to-toe with these camels. 11 speed to the 11 speed of the camels. And he does now have champion, yes, camel champion rider. So Carnage has got those champion camels out, whereas Greeky just has regular Padromos, but you'll see that the DPS on these Padromos is a little bit higher than the camels. 2.5 multiplier versus cavalry versus the 2.5 multiplier on these camels as well. So toe-to-toe, I believe the Padromos are going to win unless this armor value is... I wish you would show me the tooltip. Why are you not showing me the tooltip? Thank you. 0.36 pierce, and no. They got some crush armor. Raid coming in here, but nicely defended by Greeky there. Greeky is playing this matchup very smartly because he does know Carnage is excellent at raiding. And look at this, Greeky trying to get some raiding done of his own. So nice counterplay here from Greeky. Yeah, a little bit less armor on these Padromos, although they do have some infantry armor, whereas those camels do not. So, look at this, though. Nice reaction from Carnage, sending in his anti-infantry axemen, who are going to cut down these spearmen so quickly. So Greeky needs to respond to this. He is bringing his army over. This population has quickly gotten out of hand once again, though. Greeky had a brief advantage, but now he is behind in population. Again, 88 villagers to 79 of Carnage. So advantage Greeky in terms of villagers, but Carnage is maxed out at 180, whereas Greeky's at 140 population. So look at this. He is making short work of that little group of axemen, but these axemen did get back into the corner. And look at this two-pronged attack from Carnage. Again, Carnage just all over the map. So difficult to defend. And here comes more axemen from Carnage, and they are going to make short work of these units because the numbers are just massively in Carnage's favor, as well as these camels here. So big attack on the western side. Greeky needs to get rid of these axemen and get his units over here to the western front of his base. Carnage is just having his way with Greeky's base. Greeky desperately trying to get back up in population, but he's just so behind. Where's his production? I guess he's low on food. He needs to establish some food. See how many gathers he has. 14, 15 now. He's trying to get some farms down, but might be too late. Greeky doing the best he can to keep Carnage out of the streets of his Greekopolis here. Carnage does decide that he'll fight another day. Pulls back with his axemen and his camels, but look at this. Camels and chariot archers now on the eastern side. Carnage is just relentless. He might get a stables for his troubles, but instead decides to back off. I don't know why. He did still have several seconds before Greeky responded. Greeky's got some Chauffeur on the field, probably to deal with those chariot archers. Again, even though these chariot archers are horses, you'd think they're cavalry. No, they are in fact ranged units, considered ranged units. So Chauffeur do have a bonus against range. So nice reaction there from Greeky to get some series on the field. Still producing Toxotes at, I don't know, perhaps a better player than I could explain to me the thought process for Greeky and Toxotes here. I would maybe assume a heavy Spearman Prodromos series comp, or perhaps even start, now that you're in H3, perhaps start producing some Peltasts to deal with those chariot archers. But Greeky is very smartly split his army here to deal with these raids of Carnage, and Greeky is taking advantage of the base layout here that he doesn't have these back choke points here. He does just kind of have these two front doors, northwestern and northeastern part of his base here. But look at this. Carnage is in age 4 and 4th town center down, so this is going to be tough for Greeky. We will see. Once again, Carnage still slight advantage now in population. Greeky is now capped at 180, being that he is in age 3, but Carnage will be at 200 very shortly. 87 villagers to 85, so now Carnage is dead even in villagers. Look at this. Greeky trying to pick a fight here, but he's got half of his army out of position. This was, what was Greeky thinking? These camels are flanking and just tearing apart this infantry and ranged units of Greeky. Greeky, he has relegated his army to death. He has just decided that this Western army will have to sacrifice itself, and he's going to have to very quickly get his population back in order. He's not got any new production facilities, so I don't know if he's going to have enough production facilities to get back in a good enough population to deal with this push if Carnage does choose to push. But luckily for Greeky so far, Carnage is not pushing. He could have put Greeky in his grave if he had pushed, but he chose not to. But nevertheless, he is playing the long game, and ultimately is going to starve Greeky out. As you can see here, Greeky trying to go for this gold mine because he is going to be very starved for gold very shortly. Does not have a market line up. Greeky needs to maybe push to this eastern corner of the map, get a market line down. Look at this. These villagers are going to die very swiftly for Greeky. Catapults onto the field for Carnage. This is going to be huge. Greeky trying to micro as best he can. Split some of his units off here. Needs to get those Prodromos on those catapults. This could be the beginning of the end for Greeky. Greeky trying to make something happen here, but these catapults are a formidable foe. And look at this. That villager met its demise in a very gruesome fashion. Those villagers streaming to their deaths. And Greeky recognizes that unfortunately he will not be able to make a comeback. GG. Carnage takes game number 2 and the series. Carnage will be headed to the round of 8. However, Greeky, you're down but not out, my friend. We will see you in the loser's bracket. Trust me, I will see you in the loser's bracket. Crimson Cantab is going to mop the floor with me. So I will see you in the loser's bracket. And Greeky, I think Greeky has a good chance to go pretty far in the loser's bracket. So can't wait to see that. But good games there from our players. Let's take a look here. Yeah, look at this. Units lost. Carnage only losing 57 units to the 136 killed. Only 90 buildings constructed for Carnage, but ultimately just not enough here from Greeky. Greeky only slightly behind in terms of macro. You know, his economy is only about 5,000 resources behind, about 5,500 or so behind. So not too terrible. But the map control, I think, is probably just, and unit composition is just what told the story here. And if we look at current military population, as you can see, Carnage had decisive control of the mid-game. Greeky tried to make a comeback here, but due to the unit composition for Carnage, once again, he had the advantage here into the beginning of the late game. And then Greeky looks like he had something here in the late game, but again, that unit composition, I think, was just devastating for Carnage. And as you can see, Carnage stayed pretty much dead even in terms of his military population throughout the late game. They're barely losing any units, whereas Greeky massively dropped off here in that final engagement. So Carnage, decisive victory, but Greeky is the champion of the plebeians. Greeky has the best shot, or one of the best shots of the mid to lower upper tiers of PvP players to get into that upper tier. So keep fighting, Greeky. We love you. Well played. But Carnage, just too much. Carnage trying to prove that he is an old king of Age of Empires Online, not to be messed with. And indeed, he does show such in game number 2. So Carnage moving on to face, if I'm not mistaken, Zerton. Or is it Recon? I believe it's Zerton. In game, or in match number 2, round of 8. I need to